Testimony began today in the trial of Matthew Warmus, who police say shot and killed a downtown parking lot attendant as fans were arriving for a Cavaliers game. News Channel 5's Deb Lee is live tonight at that parking lot with a wrap-up of what witnesses had to say.
Danita, David Williams was charging $20 for these parking spaces back there, the ones closest to the front of the lot here. Well, Matthew Warmus was arguing that they were only supposed to cost half that much. That means David Williams may have lost his life over $10. For family members of David Williams, the downtown parking lot attendant who was shot and killed as fans were arriving for a Cavs game. The woman who was with defendant Matthew Warmus that night told jurors how the two men were fighting over the cost of a parking space in Williams' lot. She was granted permission not to have her face shown on camera.
As we're walking, David grabs the back of Matt's jersey and swings him around and puts him in a headlock.
Less than a minute after the headlock, she heard gunshots but didn't know who was shooting. The key testimony, however, came from Cuyahoga County Coroner Frank Miller, who said a bullet entered Williams' head from behind his left ear. That's important because the defense claims Warmus shot Williams in self-defense because Williams was threatening him with a gun.
Absent a turning of the head by Mr. Williams, the muzzle of the gun in this case used to shoot Mr. Williams would have to be behind his head.
That is correct. Absent a turned head, the gun is to his left and behind him.
Dr. Miller also said Williams was shot at close range, that the muzzle of the gun was no more than 2 feet from the gunshot wound when it was inflicted. Now, as you can imagine, this parking lot was filling up with people that night. All of these folks were headed to the Cavs game, so more than one person actually saw what happened out here that night. And tomorrow, prosecutors plan to call more eyewitnesses to the stand. Live at East 9th and Sumner, Deb Lee, News Channel 5.